Hello everyone. So in this video we are going to study about Coelentrata, which is also known as Cnidaria. Coelentrates are those non-chordates which have got a special cavity which is called coelentron. So they got a cavity which is called coelentron in which the food is taken, and through the same opening the waste is also thrown out. Okay, so this is a special type of cavity which is found only in these organisms, and that is why they got their name Coelentrata. And they got also their name as Cnidaria because of the presence of a special type of cells called cnidoblast. These are shooting cells which are used to paralyze the prey which comes close to them, or any attacking animal come close to them, or they also use these type of cells to uh, immobilize their food and eat them. Okay, so these are the two terms which are given to the category, that is phylum Coelentrata or Cnidaria. Some of the common examples include Aurelia, then Hydra. Hydra is the most common example. You all have studied, you all know about it, and then sea anemone. Okay, and the other organisms we'll study later on in the same video. Okay, let us study their general characteristic one by one. So very first thing, that is notochord, it is absent. Second, notochord, it is also absent. Third, pharyngeal gills, it is also absent. And fourth, post-anal tail, that is also absent. So these four characteristics which are absent, that makes it belonging to non-chordate. So it is non-chordata. Next, level of organization, the tissue grade. The first time these organisms have become tissue grade, because before that the category, the phylum which is there, that is uh, Porifera, which in which the tissues were not there. The body was made up of only cell. So two tissues are formed there, and these are ectoderm and endoderm. So they have got two tissues, and that is why the level of organization is tissue grade. Okay, here you can see ectoderm, which is shown in the green color, and endoderm, which is shown in the yellow color. Okay, so these are the two tissues which are forming their entire body. Next is germinal layers. So they are diploblastic. Again, two layers, that is ectoderm and endoderm, which we have seen in the diagram. Again, you can see in the cross section, if we cut the hydra into this way, we can see the outer layer which is shown here in the blue color, that is ectoderm, and the endoderm which is shown here in the pink color. Ectoderm which is there in the blue color, and endoderm which is there in the pink color. Okay, the two germinal layers are there, and the organisms which are having two germinal layers, they are called diploblastic. Okay, next is coelom. Since the mesoderm is absent, so they will be called acoelomate. Okay, symmetry, so they are radially symmetrical. Radially symmetrical organisms are those which can be cut into two equal halves from more than one plane. So if you see sea anemone from the top, you can cut in this way, yeah, this way, or this way. These all result in the two equal halves. The same way, Hydra also, if cut into two equal halves, more than one plane, this way or that way, you have to cut it from the top. So this is how you can see that if a line passing through its radius cut it into two equal halves from more than one plane, it is called radially symmetrical. Okay, body plan is blind sac. Now what is meant by blind sac? That is, they have got a one cavity in which the food is taken, and the waste is thrown out from the same opening. So it is acting as a sac. Okay, in the sac, suppose we are filling wheat and we are removing wheat, both the things can be done from the same place. And this is not known as mouth, but it is known as hypostome. Hypostome. Okay. Okay, skeleton. So as such, they don't have skeleton, but calcium carbonate depositions is there. Because of that, they form corals. Okay. Nutrition. This is a very important characteristic. They catch their food with the help of tentacles. Now the tentacle was special type of cells called cnidoblast. We already I already described about the cnidoblast. These are these type of cells in which the there is a tube folded inside, and no sooner any prey animal or any food comes close to it, it simply comes out and inject the mm, what you call neurotoxin in, and that's why it become immobilized. Okay. Digestion take place in cylindrome. Now there are two type of digestion. Part of digestion take place in cylindrome, and part of digestion take place inside the cells, the gastrointestinal cells which are found in there. Okay, in the inner layer. Okay, so there are two type of digestion. One is intercellular digestion, that is taking place outside the cell, and second is intracellular digestion, which is taking place in the gastrointestinal cells. And undigested food is thrown out from the same opening through which the food is taken in, that is hypostome. So these are the special things which are shown in yellows. Please learn them. Respiration, since each cell is in direct contact with the water, there are external cells, the outer layer cells are in contact with the surrounding water. So they take oxygen and give out carbon dioxide, and the inner layer is found taking their oxygen and carbon dioxide from the water which is filled in the cylindron. So this is how each cell is in direct contact with the surrounding, and they are able to exchange gases directly. Okay, excretion, that is also done by diffusion, since each cell is in direct contact with surrounding water, so they will be simply discarding their waste into surrounding water. Sensory, so they have got specialized sensory cells, first time developed. Okay, and they got a nervous system, very primitive type of nervous system, which is forming a network of neuron. See the network of neuron, and this network of neuron is called plexus. Okay, so that makes the entire body respond to it altogether. Suppose you touch here, the entire body will shrink, or you touch here, the entire body will show the response, because all the neurons are interconnected. Next is nidoblast. So this is the nidoblast, and because of that they got their name Cnidaria. So you see, this is a special type of cells in which the neurotoxin is filled, and this is a folded tube in it. No sooner any prey or predator comes close to it, this is the trigger. No sooner anything touch it, and this will be shoot out, and this will inject the neurotoxin in it. Okay. Reproduction. So they show reproduction both asexual and sexual. Asexual reproduction by fragmentation as well as by budding. We already studied about fragmentation and budding in class 10th. Okay. So here is the fragmentation. Suppose the body is cut into two or more parts. Each part which is the sufficient cell mass will mm, rearrange and form a new body. So see, this is changed into this and this, and here the lower portion is also develop the hypostome and tentacles, and that form two bodies. And budding also we are studying in class 10th, that is somewhere the cells start growing and forming an outgrowth, that is called a small bud. The bud keep on growing, and when it become mature, then it detach from the body and act as a new individual. A sexual reproduction, yes, sexual reproduction. So they are hermaphrodite. Both male and female organs are found in the same body. Fertilization is internal. The egg is found attached into the body. The sperms which are produced, they will be released, and they will flow with or swim with water and reach up to the egg and fertilize it. That is how the fertilization is taking place into the body. That is why it is called internal. Development is indirect, that is larval stages are present. Okay, not that egg directly give rise a new hydra, but it will first change into a larva. And now what, if you remember what is larva is a intermediate independent state which can nourish its own nutrition. That is called larva. They got larval stages. So another important property which is found in them is metagenesis. So now what is metagenesis? That is, they show the alteration of life. What is meant by alteration of life? Their body has got two different forms. One is polyp and second is medusa. The polyp is actually a form which is found attached to the surface, and medusa is the form which is a free living form, free floating form. Okay, which keeps floating and moving from one place to another. So this is the medusa and this is a polyp. The polyp give rise medusa and medusa give rise polyp. So there is an alteration of generation, and this particular stage is also called metagenesis, where one living form is showing one individual is showing two different independent forms. So that is why the term metagenesis is given to. So that's all in this video. Thank you, and if you like the video, please subscribe my channel and give a thumbs up. Thank you.